Welcome back. You're watching NewsX. As per sources, a total of 205 Indian nationals who had illegally entered the US have been deported on a US military aircraft that took off from Texas about 6 hours ago. This is likely the first of many such flights that will bring illegal Indian immigrants in the US back home. The deportation of illegal migrants is in line with President Donald Trump's hardline stand against illegal immigrants in the US. Earlier, US military aircraft flew illegal immigrants deported to Guatemala, Peru and Honduras. The first round of deportation of illegal Indian nationals has taken amid reports that Prime Minister Modi would fly to the US next week. Aditya, my colleague, is joining us on the broadcast to give us more details about this. Aditya, of course, Donald Trump is living up to his promises, and perhaps like the other countries, including Colombia, Peru, Mexico, India is not protesting. India is not making a big deal or a diplomatic standoff with the Americans just because they're deporting Indians who are illegally present there.
Well, absolutely, as you rightly pointed out, that India is not protesting about the illegal immigrants that the illegal Indian immigrants that the United States is reporting. There is a reason, because this comes at a time when Prime Minister Narendra Modi is slated to visit United States of America next week. And what has happened? Even the External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar and the Ministry of External Affairs have also said that India is willing to take back the illegal Indian immigrants that have been living in the United States for quite some time. And this flight that has taken off from the United States of America will head towards Amritsar, Punjab's Amritsar. Yes, Vineet.
You look at this situation, is this something that should contribute towards I promised what I delivered kind of a note for Donald Trump?
Well, obviously,
regardless of the country.
I mean, regardless of the country, the very fact that and the base fundamentally, this is not just about Donald Trump. He is doing it with every country. This is more about India, how India is receiving it. I mean, the thing is our government, Indians
we haven't
in
really
general,
protested.
No, why should we? I mean, think of it like this: if these prove to be genuine Indians, then the whole point is that why should we protest? Now, I personally think this whole illegal immigration bit, whenever we are trying to go abroad, all of us, follow the legal path, we follow the visa path and everything. We take all that, and what do these people do? And sometimes these people end up spending 60 lakhs, 70 lakhs, close to a crore or sometimes even more, just because sometimes they think that they can go and sell maybe water bottle in front of the White House or stuff like that, because ultimately that is what they end up doing, and the kind of loans. So if there was a whole movie, remember the donkey movie,
right.
So there is this donkey route, the donkey route that these people take. I mean, the sooner this shuts down, the better for India. It is better for these people, because they are not only destroying their own lives, they are destroying the lives of generations. So, that the fear of being deported back and losing all that money, no returns coming from the investment that they have made, if that stops this illegal immigration, then it is good for us, good for them.
Ambassador Mukherjee, do you think that this is also likely to create some kind of a humanitarian crisis?
Always been that if an Indian has immigrated illegally and it is proved to the embassy concerned, like when I was in Netherlands, we used to do a check back from the village from where the illegal immigrant came from, and if he was genuinely from India, we always accepted deportation. The important thing here is that I understand that, for instance, when they deported the first lot of Brazilians, the reason why the Brazilian government refused to accept them is because they were put in chains and fettered, and that was inhuman treatment. They have to be deported in a human way. There have been cases in the past where Western countries have deported Africans with gagged, and two of them I remember, they were from Haiti, died on the way, and the The pilot was beaten up in the country concerned when they saw 2 dead bodies on the flight. So they have to be deported back in a decent manner, consonant with their human rights. But we have, as a responsible country, never refused to take them back, provided they are Indian, they are not Pakistanis, they are not Bangladeshis, they are not Sri Lankans, etc. Moreover, Vineet, we reserve the same right to deport the huge number of illegal, particularly Bangladeshi immigrants. We should put them on a flight and fly them to Dhaka. And we would say that if President Trump has the right to deport so many illegals all over the world, we have the same right under international law, and we should start deporting them immediately. We should catch them. We should tell the Bangladeshi so-called interim government that we are deporting on a daily basis thousands and thousands and thousands of illegal Bangladeshis spread all over the country, but particularly in my home state of West Bengal and in Assam. We should deport them all back. So what President Trump is doing is good. He is establishing a law that every country has the right to deport illegal immigrants, and the receiving country must receive them provided they accept the nationality of the individual being deported. I don't see any humanitarian crisis in this. Moreover, I think it's time that in India, as Joyita said, Indians should understand we are not the same India of 1947. We are virtually an emerged country. Why should so many Indians go there and work in inhuman conditions, accept racist slurs, sell water bottles or whatever, and work towards an American dream when they can live in dignity in their own country and work towards an Indian dream to make India great again? Why don't they do that? Why don't we change the kind of education we're giving our kids in school to make them understand that their stakes lie in making India great, not in making any other country great? I think that itself would be a great development.
Valid point there, ma'am. All right, well, sources have told us that each deported Indian national is verified